Well, it's time to get you caught up on everything that's been happening so far this spring and summer, and let you know some of the upcoming plans and what I'm going to be doing here. As you can see, I'm back work camping, driving my truck, and this picture I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. For those of you new to the channel, I work camp in the summer from a terminal in Grand Forks, North Dakota, a trucking company I worked for a good portion of my trucking career. And here as I said, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm delivering a load of bus parts here. You can see I've got a little bit of weather going on here. Cloud formations I wanted to catch for you, as they're pretty cool and they were moving pretty quickly. Even though this is a time lapse, they were really moving quickly. The weather's been the story this year for my work camping exploits here. You see here, this is a dust storm that came through shortly before wind and rain and everything else that came through. Pretty nasty storm. It moved from the plain states, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, across into Minnesota, and it created a lot of devastation, a lot of wind damage, barns torn up, silos, buildings. And this stretch of road right here between Sioux City, Iowa and Watertown, there was approximately 15 trucks blown over. I saw billboards toppled, power lines down. It was pretty bad. And you got over on 94 and there was another big bunch of trucks that had been blown over, and including one of the drivers from the company I work for. Luckily he was safe, and a minor damage to the trailer. I don't know how much damage was to his truck, and but he was uninjured and is doing fine. This dust storm led into rain, which my truck just got filthy. It looked like I'd been driving on a gravel road for about a month, non-stop, and the rain just turned it into mud. Pretty crazy weather. And I did catch a few pictures of some of the devastation for you. Of course, I couldn't take a lot because I was already behind schedule trying to get a load delivered. Here's the rain coming. And you can see the rain cleared up the air and the sky's blue again there. It was, when that dust storm hit, it was only about 7 o'clock. I was in my sleeper, and through the cracks in the curtains, I could see it got dark, and I was like, what's going on? It's only 7 o'clock. I looked out there and I couldn't believe what I saw. The trees were blowing real bad. Truck was shaking like a wash machine. It was pretty nuts, but we survived it. Me and Sophie hunkered down and comforted one another and made it through the night. We had a lot easier time than some of the other people that were out there. And prayers for those people and their families and what they had to go through. Some storm damage over there. It's hard to see from that picture. You can see in this picture, truck toppled over into the median, and yet another one right here, blown off the road, laid over on side. And here's yet another in the median. And I did go by one other that they just righted up on the that was toppled over on the interstate on the southbound side. This right here is corn chaff from the field next to the truck stop that was all blown in there, and it was all over the truck stop and blocked a couple of the fuel islands too. Well, I'm in the shop again. This time it's not for my tractor, it's for my trailer. Had an issue with one of the wheel speed sensors, a brake, and a loose bearing. They're squaring it away. It is road check week, more commonly known in the industry as the Blitz, which means they try to pull over as many trucks for inspections in a 72-hour blitz as they can. So you don't want to run around with the ABS light on and those other issues. And I wouldn't have anyway, but some stuff I've got to get taken care of on the trailer before I head out. But I'll take you with me. Yes, this is snow. It looked like styrofoam pellets, but every trip I've been on so far has had its weather challenges, to say the least. This is North Dakota, South Dakota border around Wyoming and Montana. Well, after all that, I needed to get my truck washed. It was full of bugs, dirt, dust, and everything else that you can imagine. And I was kind of embarrassed, so decided to run by truck wash and get stuff squared away. This is the Blue Beacon. They do a fairly decent job. I mean, some people don't like them, some people like them. To each their own. My company pays for one wash a month on my truck. If I want to get additional washes, it comes out of my pocket. I get the one wash a month, whether it needs it or not, and it usually needs it. And do a pretty thorough job, and all the bugs get off there, and it's an acceptable job for me, let's put it that way. And as you can see, it doesn't look half bad when it's done either. Sophie's been her crazy self there. You can tell she's got the Dickens in her there. She's just my partner in crime here. And fuel prices, yeah, kind of rough this year. Good thing I wasn't empty, huh? Here's some of the pictures from my last trip here in the Badlands, South Dakota, North Dakota. This picture is going across the Missouri River. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.